therapy, and the title of our talk is Augmented Reality Therapy, which we're calling ART, A-R-T, and I'm here with my business partner, Deborha Patten. Both of us have a lot of experience in the virtual world of Second Life, but also some other virtual worlds, and I'm going to say a little bit about my background. I'm a licensed psychologist, have been for about 30 years. And again, I have a lot of
Kimbo,
experience.
can you close your mic, please?
Okay. So having heard that, can you all hear me okay? Somebody say yes or no. Can you hear me okay? Okay, I will speak louder, and I hope that does it for you. Let's see, I'm not quite sure how I can make this much louder, but I guess by speaking up, that's going to be the best I can do right now. Here's what I'd like to say about my own background is that primarily I'm a therapist, have been for 30 years, but I've also had a career that's involved a lot of involvement with the use of simulations. Done a lot of things involving aircrew training, actually. I've taught a lot of pilots how to fly or how to improve their flying using full system simulators, which some of you know involve climbing into an actual cockpit that's mounted on hydraulics and is filled with electronics, looks like the real thing, and gives you the bumpy ride when you take off or land, and turbulence in the air and all those kinds of things. So I've had a lot of experience with that, and then as the world advanced, more sophisticated computer-based simulations, primarily for aviation, and that sort of blended with my clinical experience and my therapy. When I got to Harvard in 2004, I went there as a postdoctoral fellow in computer science and took courses in the medical school and got hooked up with some folks who were doing some pretty interesting things with Second Life. One of the things to say is that at Harvard at the time I was there was a professor, Charles Nesson, in the law school, who was actually teaching a course using Second Life, and I believe the course was called Law in the Court of Public Opinion. It's been taught very successfully, very rigorously in Second Life, and uses the Berkman location in Second Life. And so that's kind of where I really started looking seriously at this environment as a therapeutic environment. I hooked up with Professor Malika, Dr. Richard Malika in the Harvard Medical School, and had some great conversations leading to some therapeutic work in Second Life. And then I gave a talk back on the 1st of May of 2007 on this topic, and have been really doing therapy in Second Life one way or another since that time. Now let me turn it over to my business partner, Deborha Patten, to talk about her background.
Hi, everybody. I'll stand up so you can see me. Well, I've been a builder in Second Life for 3 years now, and I make environments that are as realistic as I can possibly do. So that's kind of what brought me to here. I've been building environments for David for over, about 3 years now. So he has a special need for a client. He'll tell me a basic outline of what he needs, and I'll build it. And then he'll tell me if it's okay or not. But also I help him with things like, just scripting and stuff. Really what I found about Second Life when I first landed here is the ability, when I realized I could create anything I could imagine here, it changed my whole outlook. I have a great imagination. So, that just kind of slowly has brought me to here. The technology's advanced. We've come along with it, and I think you'll be really excited to see what Dr. Stone has to say. Thanks, David.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the next screen. And it simply says here that I've always been fascinated by the power of stories to inspire people and transform lives. And really, that's what we do. We create Flimsy creates very interesting, very immersive environments, and then as we learn more about our clients, we provide specific scenarios that may evoke memories or trigger reactions in them. And so, you know, the culture we live in is filled with storytelling, powerful movies, movies like Avatar and all the other movies and films you've seen, television programming, videos of one kind or another. We're just surrounded by rich visual and auditory experiences that tell stories, and that's a really important component in therapy, at least as I practice it in many cases. So now we have a link that I think would be good to show you, and let's see if we can get to that.
I put it in local chat. If you
Okay.
click on the YouTube link, it'll open a browser and you can watch it.
So please do that now. Hi, I'm Dr. David Stone, a veteran and psychologist. You have just seen one of the immersive augmented reality therapy environments that I use to treat veterans with PTSD. Augmented reality therapy, or ART, is based on over 10 years of federally funded research. I think that the time has come to make this proven treatment available to help our veterans and their families.